All right, we are back from the break. Some people have started to roll initiative. Everyone else can go ahead and roll initiative. We'll get the fight with these, as Braxon has dubbed them, wolf beetles. And we'll see what comes of it. I have rolled for Kichikun.
Yeah, I might be wrong. They might
Sinrae,
be beetle wolves.
Yes, yes, and you will start endless debates in various sage circles over whether they are wolf beetles or beetle wolves.
Or if they are neither really, just a simulacra.
Okay.
Well, my spell might either work with your spell or... Actually, no, it should help with your spell, but your spell will instantly cancel mine out level, which should be quite funny.
Well, we shall see what happens. Everyone has rolled?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Do I go before...
Well, Lafdul, you do not get to go first.
Ah, I was kind of banking on going first.
Yep. Unfortunately, and since you are the closest one to them, they're going for you. All of them.
Yeah, great.
They.
I was only casting Entangle anyway, so...
They
Thank you, Lafdul, for being a meat shield.
just
Well, I've got...
move forward faster than you can, almost faster than you can think, and they are just on you in a second, and all of them just swarm right over you, Lafdul.
I guess that disrupts my spell?
That
Don't
is,
worry, Lafdul.
even if
Don't worry,
even if they
Lafdul.
don't actually do any damage to you, that is definitely disrupting your spell.
Alright.
Don't worry, Lafdul. Braxon's going to scrape them off you with his flaming sword.
Do they actually hit me? Or are they just swarming me?
I am rolling right now. They're just like pouncing on you, and I'm
Out of
gonna see if
curiosity,
the weight is gonna take you down. In
With-
other words, they're trying an overbear attack.
Yeah. If you're casting a spell, you lose your dex bonus.
Yes.
It's something I never... Alright. Something I didn't pay much attention to.
They swarm over you and trying to land on you and take you down. You immediately give up your spell and start like trying to bat at them and swat them. They're not able to take you down.
Mm-hmm.
But they are
Nice.
all right on you. Let me go ahead and just like basically put them surrounding you.
Pull after. Well, you can fireball after now.
Can Lafdul jump up in the air?
I could probably fly or change my shape to shake them off. If I can think of one.
Yeah, you probably can't change into something else this round, though, can you?
Not this round, no. All right, Lafdul, that does cancel your action. Solas?
I was casting a web, and I'm thinking I will put it about here.
Okay,
That
what's
should
the...
get most of them.
Oh, I should probably make a thing for it. What is the area of effect?
Maximum area of effect is 8 10 by 10 by 10 foot cubes.
Why don't you just web Lafdul and everything around him?
Yeah.
And,
pull Lafdul.
The webs must
Then
be at
Level
least 10
just
feet
burns
thick.
Lafdul with the
Yeah,
web.
then we set light to Lafdul, and, it just burned his clothes off, but that's no big deal.
I'm going to be so pissed if I lose my pouch of accessibility.
So you could probably anchor it between the two trees. That would catch Lafdul in it.
If I were to put it like this.
I don't think I get my dexterity anyway because I'm swarmed.
No, you didn't.
No, I mean afterwards, next round. Yeah, dodging won't even matter.
I mean, you can try. I mean, no, if you're not casting your spell, then you would get your dexterity
do.
bonus. However, yeah, the only way to get these beetles is to get Lafdul in the web as well.
Okay. Sorry, Lafdul.
Okay?
Yay! You just Lafdul's gonna remember this, just so you know. He's not gonna say anything. He's gonna remember.
All right, so Solas, you cast your spell, and the webbing springs up into existence, wrapping over all of these creatures and Lafdul.
Mhm.
All right. Do I need a saving throw, or
I don't think so.
is it automatic?
You can make a saving throw if you can dodge out of the area.
Yeah, he can't. He's
Yeah,
dealing with
that's
these
fine.
creatures. And he was
Saving
casting a
throw to
spell anyway.
negate or half.
Yeah, the half is for. I'm not actually sure what the half is for. Actually, it's kind
Half
of
of
weird.
Lafdul ends up in the
If,
web.
if there is no room to escape, then the webs are only half strength.
Okay. Sinrae is going to hope that she doesn't hit you, Lafdul, as she fires an arrow at one of these things.
Lafdul's going to be holding many grudges here.
And let's see. Now, here's the good news: is that there are 10 of them swarming you, and there's only one of you.
Yeah, but I'm bigger.
Yeah.
Why is that good news?
Think of it as this way, Lafdul. The web also prevents most of them biting you.
No, they still bite me, wouldn't they?
Oh, they're on him. They just weren't able to take him down, which is what they were trying to do. All right, let's see if Lafdul gets hit. Lafdul does not get hit. So Sinrae fires an arrow, and it slams into one of the beetles. However, rather than impaling the beetle as she was expecting, the arrow just bounces off its carapace. Braxon, your turn.
Okay, how close can Braxon get without getting caught in the web?
Let me go ahead and draw a line.
Are you going to be using a flaming sword with Paul Lafdul in a web?
Sorry, already rolled initiative for the flaming sword.
I mean, you only take 2d4 points of damage.
Only.
Yeah, wow.
Oops.
What? I mean, it's only going to set light to your clothes.
It's probably going to incinerate me. See, fire resist was not one of the spells I'd think about memorizing. Oh well.
If only they had chosen me instead.
I got an oil of fear on this, but I can't exactly apply it to myself. So.
That's probably the rough area of effect of the
Right.
the web right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Can Braxon get here and still stab
Yes.
this one? Right, he'll go for that then.
Okay.
Uh,
With the flaming sword.
yeah, with the flaming sword.
Okay.
Paul Lafdul, it was nice knowing you. Lafdul's
Well,
just seeing Braxton and just giving him evils, like the
all
worst
told
kind
me-
of evils.
All told me it doesn't set light to things unless I deliberately try to.
A web instantly sets up, though, doesn't it?
No, the flaming sword cuts through the webbing. However,
Oh.
that does release at least that one from the webbing by doing so, because
Yeah.
you're slashing through the webbing with a flaming sword, which
Yeah,
just
that's not the best roll.
parts it.
But 12
Any fire, torch, flaming oil, flaming sword, etc. can set them alight and burn them away in single roll.
Yes, it can. But he has to actively, like, that has to be his action of intentionally burning it. If he's just swinging his sword in the area of effect, he can just cut through it.
Yeah.
I was thinking Braxton would be trying to stab at it rather than, like...
Even so,
swipe
it's
through
still
the web and set light to it.
it still
But
cuts
yeah, he's not
through
trying to set light
and
to it.
frees that thing.
Okay.
However, you do
We could
hit.
just fight one of them.
You do hit, but your sword appears to deflect off of its carapace.
Okay. So I can't. Can I not do cold shot on its head for the second attack? Because I didn't say that.
Correct. You only get one attack when you're doing a called shot.
Right. Oh, you do. Oh, brilliant.
That's the way I'm
Okay.
going to do it.
Okay, that's what I'm doing for next round then.
Higgimus, your turn.
Cold shot on its head.
All right, so I was going to throw a bomb at them,
You
but
still can.
Yeah.
I can, but I'll hit Lafdul.
Has that ever stopped you?
Okay. Well, let's do this then. This is not me doing something at all. This is me checking. All right, I'm gonna throw the bomb at Lafdul, or not Lafdul, but a little bit behind him
Through the
Like-
webbing.
through the webbing. Yeah. So not directly on him, but on the other side of these things. So maybe I'll get splash onto them.
All right,
You're gonna hit
what
the webbing.
point are you trying to target? Ping the target.
How big are these squares?
5 foot?
But so if it's 10-foot radius or diameter, it would hit this square if I threw it right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, he can throw it at the tree, can't he?
Oh no.
Oops.
Wow, you drop it at the. You get the party instead of Lafdul.
That's not a fumble.
It's not a fumble. It is a miss, which means grenade-like missile chart.
Yeah, it can go literally anywhere.
It's just like the old days.
See,
was!
Missing
What did
things
you
and
do?
blowing each other up.
Bang! Lafdul's like, I'm not sure if I should be grateful or not. I mean, the bomb didn't go to me, but the party's dead.
Okay,
All right.
kill you.
Unfortunately, the thick webbing does not allow you to get to allow you to put the bomb where you wanted. The force of your throw does rip some of the strands off, but it clearly deflects the bomb, and it lands instead right here, which does mean 14 damage to almost all of the beetles, Lafdul and Braxon.
Take it, there's no save for that. It's
No.
fire damage.
Say versus bomb.
14.
On the perhaps upside, it also causes the flames to ignite. I mean, the web to ignite.
Yay. So I take even more damage now.
Oh yeah, the burning web causes 2d4 points of damage and burns in a round.
Yeah.
So,
So
6
basically
points of damage there, Lafdul.
Yay.
As the flames wash over the other beetle creatures, you hear high-pitched skittering and
You're going to be hearing
chittering
Lafdul screaming.
noises, overpowering Lafdul's screams of pain, and all of the creatures are incinerated.
Oh, that's nice.
Solas
sorry,
will
Lafdul.
instantly try to heal.
No,
Lafdul
Lafdul's
with-
going to run at Higgimus and give him a fiery hug.
You're not on fire.
Oh, I'm
Well, it's a good
sorry.
thing I didn't have to go into the web.
Solas will
It
try
might
to
have been
heal
better.
Lafdul with healing proficiency.
Oh, that was
So
fun.
at first, Higgimus was lighting the fuse on this thing, and they're further away, but they got there too quickly, and it threw off Higgimus, and he threw the bomb anyway, and it ended up. Oops.
I don't
sorry,
know if I don't even know if I would let Solas near me. Considering he did the web.
I didn't hurt you.
No, in fact, I genuinely think Lafdul will be going away from Solas. He'd be healing himself.
Also,
Because-
you suggested the web spell yourself.
Okay, are there
Out
any
of
of these?
character.
Are there any of
in
these
character.
beetles that are mostly intact?
I mean, they're intact in that they got burnt alive.
Well, I think we should take one
Study
back
the shells
to
for
the
study.
to the beavers and see if we can work out if there's any easy ways to kill them or any ways the beavers can kill them. There's
I mean,
people want to carry on scouting.
I will heal Braxon
Oh, thank you.
first with healing.
Are they still alive?
no, they're all dead. I'm
They're
just
all
moving them
dead.
so that I have an easier way of getting rid of them.
Since this is basically second round after a combat, and combat was just one round, do I get to heal with 1 or 1d3?
1d3.
So
Those
those
things
things aren't so tough. Does Leva lose her fireball, or does she keep it?
You keep it because essentially combat ended before you cast it.
Good.
Is that on Lafdul or Braxon?
No, it's on
Braxon,
you.
because Lafdul didn't want me to heal him.
I don't want you near me right now. I don't want any of the party near me. I'm separating myself off. I'm using my temporary healing potion.
I guess you don't want to lay on hands then.
No, Lafdul's got his own magic.
Let's just cast these.
Lafdul's gone all emo today.
You incinerated me!
Not the first time.
Oh, come on, Lafdul. Don't you remember that time we were both on fire?
Yeah, I died. Well, not that time.
Braxon, you get also 1 point from Cure Light Wounds.
Oh, another one.
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
So
No,
3
do
points
you
in
remember
total.
when we were both carrying Greek fire and setting light to ourselves? Those were the days.
They were just shoddy constructions.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move all your tokens into this little area right here. So you might want to choose a kind of a marching order, so to speak, where people would be within close proximity of each other as you explore, or as you return to
Yeah.
however you want it.
Are we still supposed to be within 15 foot of Lever?
Oh, no, that spell's gonna wear out before anything else happens at this point.
Alright. I'd
Which
say
direction are we
then,
going?
I'd say, suggest we do some sort of wedge formation with the warriors in the front.
Yeah. I was just trying to figure out which way we're going.
Front would be to the right.
What would be
That
to
would
the
be
right?
the direction of march, so to speak.
Right. Now, Lever, do you have any spells where you want us to get out the way?
Yes, I have fireball.
Fireball. Okay.
It's better
Yeah,
if you
Laf-
get. It's really good if you get out of the way when I cast fireball.
Oh,
Lafdul
yeah.
vouch for not being incinerated.
I do remember fireballs. Yeah, they do hurt a little bit.
It's good times, good times. So, do you guys want to? I mean, you can definitely collect some of these roasted corpses. It's up to you.
Yeah,
Should
I
we-
think I want to at least study the carapace.
Are they
Should we
edible?
go back with the
Why not
one
now?
of them now, so that we can give them to the beavers and they can study them?
Weren't there 2 types of beetles in that?
You
Yeah,
only saw
but-
one right here. They're all about a foot long.
Should I?
It's hard to see
my...
much else because you just. I mean, they're all roasted. They're all incinerated. They're intact primarily because they have carapaces. But
Right.
They're
So,
crispy.
Higgimus, do you want to
Very.
push forward, or should we take some of these back for the beavers to have a look at, so they can work out strategies, and then come back and look for some more?
We just take one.
So,
Yeah, but what I'm saying, should we pop back now? Carry on searching.
so were they not able to kill them at all, or are they
They've
just
killed them with flooding. We've killed them with fire.
Well, they're not going to be able to use fire.
Yeah.
I mean, when they fought them before, presumably before they just tried flooding them, they said that the carapaces weren't hard. I mean, surely they'd be able to see that. Just they're not scientists, as far as I could tell.
Okay, Braxon's gonna get
that I
some
would
of
know what
these
that is.
dead beetles and try hitting them with various weapons to see how tough.
They're going to be brittle now because they've been burnt.
yeah, they're brittle
Yeah.
now because they've been burned.
Right.
Are they edible?
What?
You could try eating them if you want.
It'd be crunchy. Higgimus could be teaching the beavers how to make bombs.
Braxon's
I don't
wants to
think
see
so.
how hard it is to chop one of the heads off. I know it's going to be easier because it's dead.
It's really easy now that they're dead.
Yeah, but like, is the head softer than the beetle carapace?
It's hard to say for the living creature at this point.
Right.
The
Okay.
thing I do want to know, Lafdul, when those things were biting you, are they just bites? It's not
I-
poisonous, was it?
They were
never
trying
got
to
bitten.
claw and bite, but their primary thing that they were trying initially was to bowl him over, overbear him, bring him down, and then so that he would not be able to move.
Okay.
Like,
So
you
they
kind of
did-
realize that that's probably the first thing that they do is try to bring down a bigger thing and then eat. Like, that's what Lafdul would conclude from that situation.
Okay. But that did it look like they're dripping poison or anything like that?
He would not be able to answer that.
Okay.
Considering they got incinerated.
Say, Lever, you've made
Hmm.
duplicates of yourself in the past.
Mm-hmm.
How far away can you make them go?
Not at
would
all.
would they confuse a beetle?
I would think so.
Because I'm just thinking, if you could make a duplicate of yourself, and they swarm over the duplicate, and then you could throw the fireball at the duplicate, you could get rid of some.
Yeah, but they're too close. I'd be essentially throwing the fireball at myself. I'm not going to do that. I don't have enough hit points for that.
It'll be fine. I got incinerated a few times. Just now I lived.
Yes, but you didn't get a fireball. You got a grenade, and not even that was splash damage, not
Felt like a
full
fireball.
damage.
Might just
Ah,
about
come on, you're exaggerating.
I might just about live through a fireball if I'm lucky.
So, are they edible?
Chippy.
So are you actually eating one?
Well, I rolled for cooking.
Just take off a leg.
At
and
this
eat
point, you would have to eat one. This is well
All right.
outside of anything that you've experienced.
I break off a leg and look at it, and if it looks halfway edible, then I bite into it.
Saving throw
This is
versus
from a-
poison, please.
This
You
is
like
from
this
a
guy.
woman that doesn't cast spells that
Thick
require that she eats a spider.
But cooked beetle leg is fine.
least it
Incinerated.
was-
It's not cooked.
Oh my god, I'm poisoned.
I didn't
just
say that
got-
you were poison. I just said make a saving throw versus poison.
You're just
There
gonna
you
have
go.
dysentery or something.
She's invented beetle
I
soup.
failed.
Yes.
Ugh, it was
So
terrible.
you bite into it. It's extremely crunchy. The texture is disgusting. The flavor is even worse. It is quite possibly the worst thing you've ever tasted, and you immediately lose your breakfast all over the forest carpet.
Braxon says to Higgimus, I think I'm starting to see why you eat leaves all the time.
There was nothing wrong with a hamster.
That's
Didn't taste
That's,
great, but it was edible.
that's pretty belittling of Higgimus's diet, Braxon.
Oh, he eats leaves. They're nice leaves.
He eats more than just leaves.
All right, he eats stems as well. And
Wow.
roots, tubers.
But yeah, Leva,
It's-
you've just vomited all over the floor. You are still feeling nauseous. You're going to feel nauseous for a little while.
Do we need to take a break here?
I mean, she can continue. She's just vomited from something utterly disgusting that she put into her mouth.
Gross.
Don't eat this. Blah. Blah.
I think everyone else is probably like, we kind of guessed that. Sinrae is probably saying that, something along those lines.
Braxon points at the vomit and says, "Don't worry, I wasn't planning on eating that."
Solas just shakes his head, basically in disbelief that she would even try to eat.
She saw
Hey,
what
if
Lafdul
you-
was doing.
If you
She
don't
thought-
try
she
it,
thought
then if you don't try anything, then you don't get it. So there.
Well,
Now
at
we
least
know.
you aren't dying or something.
And hey, you know, to a certain extent, you may have just found an effective epicac.
True.
Probably not wise, but, you know. It certainly seemed to work as one for you.
So we need to take some if Lafdul needs to get rid of ingested poison.
Well, nobody says that everybody reacts like that. We'd have to look at it. We'd have to research it a little bit.
I think everyone else in the party is thinking to themselves, yeah, I think I'd probably react that way too.
Braxon says to the other warriors, ignoring the other stuff going on, when some more come in, I'm going to try and chop the heads off. I'm
Alright,
trying
same.
to work out whether the joint between the head and the body might be a weak point.
We did figure out that fire does work, though.
Yeah, we figured out the fireworks. So I'm wondering if there's some other things too. I was wondering if we could flip them on their backs, but they seem like they're too fast to do that.
And like to swarm.
I wonder if we could construct some sort of suit that someone can wear, sort of like armor that with
Spells
traps
like
on it.
that. Oh.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if we could construct some sort of suit where they come up and bite at the suit, and there's traps on the suit, and we could just pick them off. I wouldn't mind walking around and getting covered in them, and they stick to me.
You'd just be covered in molasses.
Yeah,
That's grease.
and then
Wow.
their natural attack would just make them swarm all over me.
You
And
just
they'd be
start
stuck to
eating
me.
the molasses instead of you.
Well, I
That's
don't know.
actually not a bad idea.
But
if you
like
had,
a suit
distraction.
covered in nails and stuff, and then they swarm
Mm.
all over me, and I just roll around on the floor and destroy them.
If you could roll.
It does sound like an awful long undertaking, especially on a planet with whose primary resources is wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would I know if casting
giant
hold
space
poison
hamsters.
on leather would delay her poison nauseousness?
At this point, it would have no effect. It's done
already
its
happened.
done its thing. She's recovering. She'll recover in 15-20 minutes.
It wasn't really a poison, it was just
Yeah.
too disgusting.
Yeah, but if there is malice as the after effect, I was wondering if I could delay them.
Alright, should we go look for which direction these things come from?
They came from the undergrowth, and
I've
you
got my
heard them
spell I
all
can
around
cast.
you. You don't hear the sound anymore.
Yeah.
But
I figure if we patrol around, we'll find more at some point.
if you want to go in the direction that they seem to come from, I mean, they came from bushes, which may just be that they find their way to bushes and then attack from there rather than anything else. But you can
Can
certainly
I-
go in that direction if you want.
Can I cast? Should I use my locate animals and plants spell? See, now that I know what they are,
Yeah, you could use it.
then we can just go to the next big location. Maybe we might be able to prepare a little bit.
You're
rather
6th
than being
level,
taken
right?
by surprise. Yeah, almost 7th. Not 7th though.
So keep in mind that means that
6
it's
minutes.
360 feet long.
How far away can you use that ring on them?
That can hold them up in the air.
Yeah, but you can only pick one up, can't you?
Yeah.
And they come in a swarm, so you could pull one out of the swarm.
10 yards a level. I don't know what level this ring's cast at.
Do you
Where
not have
does-
a...
Yeah, I've got a handout, but I don't know where it says what level that the spell is casted. It's a 5th level spell.
Rings usually operate at 12th level.
Alright, so 120 yards. 10 yards a level.
Yeah, so 360 feet. Which is the same range area of effect as your locate animals or plants, although that has a range and an area of effect. That is weird.
Yeah, because you're scanning like a cone.
No,
Yeah,
you're
it's
scanning a
a-
path, but it's starting from you. The range should be 0. whatever. I'll need to think about it, but that's an in-between session thing.
Probably been clarified.
So you got
somewhere.
360 feet that you can scan right now with locate animals or plants. That's really not that much distance. You know, that's a soccer pitch kind of thing.
Well, Lafdul's gonna go in I suppose in the direction they came from. It would make the most sense.
You want to do that?
Yeah, and
Cast
just
that
do
spell?
like a yeah. I assume yeah. I'm gonna do it. We're going in that direction.
Okay.
You know, I've got this oil of slipperiness that we could put on someone.
That would have been great if once they were on me, they would have just all slid off me.
Okay,
Aren't
so
they, like,
you cast
really
your
expensive?
locate animals or plant spell and go in the direction that they came.
Taking an educated guess.
Are you scanning just ahead of you, or are you doing it to the sides as well? Remember that you can only do one per minute.
We're not in a hurry, are we? So you've got plenty of time to turn around. Like
Well, I know I've only got 6 minutes on the spell, and it's a minute. Because how far was the burrowing?
There was
it
no
directly
burrowing that
down?
you know of.
Oh, wow. They come up just from the undergrowth.
Yeah.
All right, now then I would go left and right, I guess.
Okay.
Oh,
So I'm only going
Braxon's,
to get like so far.
Braxon's going to crawl into the undergrowth they came out of. See if he can find a hole underneath it.
You do not see any burrows in the ground.
So they've just come through from the other side.
Yeah. Lafdul, in your scanning the 6 minutes, you do not find any.
Yeah.
You do not detect them in any direction that you can scan.
They're just hunting parties, I guess.
Okay, so you guys continue. Do you want to go in the direction that they seem to have come from?
Yeah, if we can. You said they also came from the bushes and such?
Yeah.
Can I check out? Did we check out underneath those?
Braxon just did. He did not find any burrows or holes in the ground.
Yeah, Braxon literally crawled underneath the bush.
Okay. All right, so they might have just been hiding in there, resting there under there, whatever. Okay, yeah, in the direction that we think they came from.
Okay.
I think Braxton's guess was that the noise we heard was them crawling towards us, and that they just ran under the bush from somewhere else.
Okay.
Okay. You continue to search. Are you going in a straight line from the direction that they came, or are you trying to get back onto your grid search pattern?
Do you want to do grid people, or do you want to go in a straight line?
Well, I'll go for grid unless someone's got a reason for straight line. Straight line's not a bad idea.
Could we? I know it's not ideal, but like going in a grid, but more focused towards a straight grid.
Well, if we
so much
follow
to
the
the
straight
sides.
line, we can find out if they came from somewhere nearby. And if we pan out on that, we can come back where we are now and then resume the grid.
I was gonna say Beowulf might have been able to smell them, but
Beowulf can you don't have a
I got speak with animals memorized.
Well, do you want to use that then and talk to him, see what he finds?
I
Leva,
guess.
you were getting from Tayan. He is indicating that the bad smell is all around.
Okay.
Oh,
So
It's everywhere.
yeah, he can't differentiate anything. It's just like he's just smelling it everywhere.
I want to hear what voice Ald has for Behemoth.
I mean, pretty much.
Gonny meat.
So are you gonna speak to Beowulf?
Yeah, I guess. Maybe he has some thoughts that we haven't thought of.
He indicates that he is not able to identify where they're coming from. He tells you that the ground is covered in their smell, and he describes them as bad knot wolves.
Could you hear them as they approached? We thought we could hear them.
He indicates that he could. He could not tell where they were coming from then, though it sounded like they were coming from everywhere.
So when it's everywhere, it's usually underground.
Or it's causing a sound bouncing thing.
Yeah.
Like when you're in a big room and the sound just bounces off all the walls.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of trees around you.
Could it be that they just are everywhere?
It could, but they only came from one direction that time that they attacked you, so.
That's true.
Lafdul makes a funny joke about towards Taeon, actually, saying, I mean, if Lever gets really desperate, you know she's going to eat you. Lafdul winds Taeon up a bit.
I don't think you can talk to any animal. I think it's a specific animal. I don't know.
It does allow me to speak to all.
Okay. Tan would hiss at your direction for that comment.
Oh, wait, hang on. One
Taeon is
animal
going
within
to bite
30
you.
feet.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You pick
Taeon
the
is
animal
going
that you
bite
speak to.
you at some point. Yeah.
Tame would tell Lafdul that his mother was a giant space hamster, and his father smelled of elderberries.
I would expect Taeon to tell me, to let me know that Lafdul is bad.
Well, he wouldn't have been able to say that to Taeon in a way that Taeon would understand. Well, I mean, the thing is like, it allows you to communicate with them. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's changing how you sound.
You get like a hostile thought towards your animal, towards something like it's endangered or something.
But anyway,
realize.
Anyway, Beowulf unfortunately does not really have much that he can share with you. It seems like.
All right.
Can you ask Beowulf to give us a sign if he hears them coming towards us?
Yeah, he just howls like he normally does or something, or whimpers or growls or something. Arco's pretty good with that.
Okay.
I suppose Ockar isn't asking me to ask him anything while I've got the spell up. He's been rather quiet.
I can't really think of anything.
Wow, you've had months to think about this.
Well, to a certain extent, you know, people talk to their pets and animal companions all the time. What is he gonna tell you to say?
Actually, out of curiosity, okay, go ask your wolf to do something that you think well.
I think you're getting a little distracted right now.
Yeah, it's conveyed in body language anyway, so.
I think you're getting a little distracted. It's like, all right, we're here hunting these creatures. Oh, let's just sit down and talk to a wolf for a little while about other things. Just saying.
Do you think we do?
I don't know. It seems weird that you would be doing that in the middle of searching around
Yeah,
for
this is weird. We shouldn't be
beetles.
doing that.
Oh, come on. Ockar, you'd be doing it all the time if you had access to these spells.
Nah, not really.
Wow. Oh, I see.
Ockar
I
would
get,
ask
along,
Beowulf.
I get along with him well enough. I don't need to speak with animal.
Ockar would probably ask Beowulf if he likes scritches.
So you continue to explore again now that you've spoken with Beowulf. And any other special precautions that you're taking as you're doing that now that you've encountered some of them already?
Yeah. When Lafdul thinks he can hear them, he's gonna. Oh, actually, no. I am gonna have a spell ready, but I won't be able to. I'm gonna have Spike Growth. That's gonna be my go-to spell, so to speak.
Okay.
If it will help me cast the spell faster.
It won't help you cast the spell faster.
No. I mean, more able to react.
Well,
it's like an instinctual reaction.
It's
what I want to do.
Braxon's
you can think that, but you're not going to get an advantage in terms of like a reduction to your initiative.
Braxon's going
no,
to
I
say
do
to
nothing.
Braxon's going to say to Lever, "Are you going to be casting any more spells where we need to stay close to you?"
I'm afraid no.
Okay,
used
so if
it
any
up.
more come in, they seem to go after the lead person.
Hmm.
So if
Yeah.
any more come in, I'm going to try to get further forward and go up a tree, and
Why
then
not?
try to hack at them as they come up the tree for me.
Considering they
I
would
still
try...
have fire. Lever still has fireball, so
I
if
also
you're-
have area of effect spell that when I cast it would require you all to be within 60 feet of me.
Well, are you intending to use that?
Well, it depends on how many we encounter next.
hey, if circumstances demand it, then yes.
Yeah.
Well, unless someone's got reason for me to not try this, I'm going to try
I would rather Higgimus do it
Going
because he's
forward.
bigger than you.
jumping up a tree.
Yeah, but Higgimus is less
Well-
sturdy. It's less.
They'll climb up a tree regardless.
Higgimus can go forward as well if he wants to.
I can
Oh,
try
no.
climbing it.
They were trying
I'm
to
just-
overbear me. What?
Oh yeah, I know, I get that. I'm just trying a strategy. It may or may not work.
You
Is
want me to
your
try?
strategy death from above?
My strategy is to jump up a tree and see if I can attack them as they try to come up the tree.
You
And if
jump
that
from
doesn't
tree to tree.
work, if that doesn't work, we know it doesn't work. But if it does work, we might be able to find a way to ambush them.
Or considering they
Yes.
were able to climb up me, it's reasonable to assume they can climb up trees.
Yeah, but can they climb up a tree quickly, or will they climb up slowly?
Or considering how fast they swarmed me.
Yeah.
Does one of you want to be invisible?
Will we be invisible to beetles?
You probably have better putting that on yourself or Solas. You're
Alright,
reserving it for
you guys done?
yourself.
So you continue to search. After another hour or so, you begin to hear the chittering sound from all around you again. It's
Braxon's trying to work out what direction they're coming from.
getting steadily
Ockar
louder.
readies his sword.
I'll move
Alright.
up a little bit.
How long did it normally take before they were on us?
You
How
can
many
cast one spell.
Alright, I'm casting emotion control on Higgimus. Well, actually, no, I'd be doing it on Ockar and Braxon, and I would be casting the courage effect. So they get +3 to their damage and +1 to their attack. To
Okay.
hit.
I get
Is
plus
it
4
automatic,
from
or do they need to make a saving throw?
No, it's automatic if they allow it.
All right, so Ockar and Braxon get a +3 to their damage, and what?
I'm
Plus
going to
1
be
to their
Hold on, what was that, Lafdul?
+1 to their attack
Okay.
and
Plus
+3
3.
to damage.
All right, Higgimus, what were you
Oh,
saying?
and +4 to hit points.
4 bonus hit points then. All right.
Temporary hit points.
Those are temporary hit points, so they do not work as healing. All right, Higgimus, what were you saying?
call upon the power of my sword.
Okay.
So +4 hit points, +3 to damage.
And +1 to hit.
+1 to
Do
+5 to
we-
say for a sphere.
Who was that to?
Ockar and Braxon.
Do we
Spells
spot them?
tend to fail.
What was that,
+5 to
Solas?
save this.
Do we spot them? Yet?
No, you cannot see them. You can hear a chittering sound, and it is getting louder.
+5
Is
to
it
save this.
louder chittering than last time?
It's getting louder.
I mean, could you,
You can't tell.
based on the sound,
You can't tell.
There it is.
estimate is it bigger group or
You can't
similar
tell.
sized?
You can't tell.
Can
Well,
Braxon crouch down and look below the bushes and see if he can see anything?
I mean, you can rush over there and try to do that. But at this point, the time has passed, and now the creatures burst out from the bushes and are charging at you.
Which way are they?
You are moving around. Lafdul is casting his spell. You're moving towards the tree and looking at the bush, and you are seeing that they are coming from 3 directions now. Give me a second.
Right.
I will reveal them.
Do I get regular initiative, or has my initiative already been cast for the previous action?
You'll get regular initiative. Everyone gets regular initiative.
Ooh.
Ooh.
There are 3 groups of them, and they are coming through the bushes from here to the south of you and up and above you. So everyone roll initiative, please.
Whoops.
They're pretty fast.
Braxon's going to jump up a tree. What do I do a weapon or not?
It's +3 if you're not planning to actually use a weapon this round.
No, I was thinking of fighting, but I was wondering if I could.
Well, that's part of
jump up a
part of
tree and
movement.
fight?
That's part of movement. So if your goal is to jump up and use a bow, then it's going to be your bow initiative. If you're going to use a sword, which I don't know how you do, that's going to be your sword initiative.
Yeah, but if I'm going to try and chop their heads off, that's a plus as well, isn't it?
If you're doing a called shot, yeah, that's +1.
So,
But you might not be able to chop their heads off if they don't follow you.
To me, chop their heads off, jump up tree, those are 2 completely separate ideas. So it's like, choose one.
okay, chop off a head.
Okay.
So that's +1.
Yeah. Well, no, it's
Right.
+1 on top of whatever you normally would roll for your thing. So your weapon speed +1.
So I put the 1 in there. Oh, but then I've got this. Oh, that's not an initiative modifier, is it? That it was giving me.
You can just roll and then add 1 to the number in the turn order.
Yeah. I didn't click on the thing.
You're still in the list, so you can just edit
Yeah,
your,
I'm going
your number.
to. It's just annoying.
Anyone else doing anything special that might affect their initiative? No, you're at 10 if you're trying to cut off the head. Make a called shot, Braxon.
I added. Oh, sorry. I put a 1 in the little dialogue box.
Oh, okay. It was already rolled. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Sinrae is actually going first. She is as this group is rushing out of the bush towards her and Solas. She pulls out some sand and casts a sleep spell.
Oh, pocket sand.
Never know when you need pocket sand.
Yeah.
That's something I should do with my pouches.
And all of a sudden, most of them just seem to bowl over and stop moving. And
Nice.
why is there no actual... Like, you would think that the Roll20 thing would have a clear sleep thing, wouldn't they? Wouldn't you?
Cobbled big. Oh, the DM's favorite job, having to put a little icon on each one.
Well, the good news is that one of them is a group of 5.
Oh.
I decided make a token of just 5 enemies for these little swarms. Unfortunately, they are then moving up and attacking Sinrae since she is the closest. These 2 remaining ones that are not asleep. There's not enough for them to overbear, so they are just trying to bite and claw and pincer.
God, they do more damage than a level 1 commoner. A bite claw. Tiny little thing.
They do get a claw off on her for 1 point of damage from one of them, and then the other one
She doesn't have a good armor class. So she's got like 7 or something, right?
Actually, she pretty normally casts the armor spell. I just didn't mention it.
Oh.
And she does have a magic ring. For protection.
And Braxon, these come and swarm over you, since you were the closest one.
Can Braxon make an attack of opportunity? Can't,
Nope.
can he? Because they're not retreating.
They are trying to swarm over you and bring you down. And they manage to do so. They are swarming over you, and you are now pinned beneath them as next round they start getting attacks on you.
Can he not roll?
No, it's an attack roll thing.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
there's some...
No, I mean, can he not roll around?
Oh, you could
Just
try that. You could try that, but, I mean, that's going to be on your turn. And these are coming up to try the same thing on you, Higgimus.
Stop it.
You are significantly bigger than Braxon, though. And they do not manage to do so. You are batting them out of the way and trying to keep them off of you and everything like that. Ockar, your turn.
Does Braxton have a bomb to blow himself up?
Okay, let's see.
He's dying, so that's his action.
Apparently you're allergic to them.
Okay, Leva, do you think you can handle the ones on the side around Sinrae?
Most of them are asleep now.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna run over and help out Braxon.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my sword, and Behemoth's gonna use his teeth.
All right.
Yeah. Definitely getting barks of encouragement from Behemoth there.
Yeah. Well, we did ask for Behemoth to give us a signal if you saw.
Okay, so that's my sword.
All right. You swing your sword at them, and unfortunately, your sword just skitters off the carapace of the beetle that you swung at.
And Behemoth doesn't do much better.
And he is not able to get his teeth around one of them. They are just too fast.
Wait, the Thaco... I had a Thaco 12 for that 10. Did that still miss?
Strange how that works.
Huh.
They have a really bad AC.
All right, Braxon, your turn.
-2.
Braxton's... Well, Braxton was going to try and do a cool shot and chop the head off one of them.
You can still try to do that.
All right. Hopefully you won't chop his legs off.
Are you using your flaming sword at the moment?
Yeah.
Are they not affected by a flaming weapon?
Braxton has to intentionally try to set things alight.
No,
If he wants to next round, when he's not doing a cool shot, he could try to hold the flaming sword on one of them and see if it catches fire.
All right, so Braxon, you try to hack at one of the necks of one of these things, and unfortunately, you are not able to cut through the neck of one of the things biting at your face.
Right.
Leva,
I
your
don't
turn.
think Braxton would hit himself in the face with a sword.
Nah,
He's not that crazy.
that would be a critical fumble. Your turn, Leva.
So I see that these are asleep. Here there are several people. So the only one alone is Higgimus. So she throws a fireball at those here.
Okay. To get them all, you will absolutely hit Higgimus.
Higgimus, please forgive me.
It's okay. I'm wearing my ring.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Oh, right.
that
no
just
problem
makes
there.
it perfectly acceptable.
I mean, it's gonna hurt, but
All right.
All right, so you intone the words of the spell and direct it towards Higgimus, trying to position it in such a way to minimize the amount of harm it does. Bad news, it's cast level -4.
That's 9 minus 5. It's still.
So, more of a fire ping pong ball.
Still pretty good damage.
What was it? 5d6, isn't
Yep.
it? It could be worse.
And
Not
Higgimus,
much.
you take... Well, you can roll saving throw versus spell, but if you fail it, it will be...
You get
10.
magic resistance as well.
I already rolled that. So 10 points of damage, Higgimus.
What's the damage?
Yep.
Ow.
And but the good news is that the flames wash over all of those creatures and incinerate them.
Oh, good.
Was that worth 10 points?
Imagine so.
Okay.
I mean, they'd be dead even if they made their saving throws. So, not even gonna roll. Lafdul, your turn.
He's casting Spite Growth, but he's kind of like, it's not the best use spell, but he's going to try and place.
You can cancel it because there.
No, I'm going to cast it.
There's I mean, I'll be honest. I don't see any point.
I'm going to cast it on the sleeping ones, so when they get woken up, maybe they'll just walk around it and just get killed by it.
Okay. I mean, that will
As
prevent
they make-
anyone from getting over there and killing them
Oh, when
while
they're
they're
asleep.
asleep. Yeah, that's what I was kind of getting at.
All right, now I cancel my spell. Do I lose the spell?
No, I'll let you keep it.
Or... All right.
Solas, your turn.
I cast prayer.
Okay, that's 60 foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it gives all of us +1 to attack and damage rolls and saving throws, and -1 to enemies.
Okay.
Does that stack with what Braxon got from Lafdul?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Higgimus, your turn.
Yay. So all the ones that are around me are dead.
Yep.
I can move right here and attack one of those.
Yep.
I think Lafdul's come up with a method of killing them, actually.
Oh,
If he can.
you'll have to
That goes.
share next round.
Yeah.
All right, Higgimus, you swing your sword, bring it down in an overhead arc on one of the things as it's swarming over Braxon, trying to crush it. Unfortunately, the carapace deflects your sword blow to the side into the ground.
Your giant sword.
All right.
Let's
Just
see.
pick them up and crush them.
Ockar, you get a second attack, and Higgimus, you get a second attack, correct?
And that's with an additional +2
at this point.
each. Yeah.
So, Ockar, once again, you swing your sword at one of these beetle things swarming over Braxon, but unfortunately, your blade is deflected off the carapace.
Wow, what kind of armor class have they got?
It's probably just not going to work.
Can't be
Same thing
impervious.
happens with me.
At least not on the carapace part.
Okay, time for
Yep.
Plan B.
Braxon
Yeah,
shouts
Piercing
out.
weapons.
Braxon shouts out. Poke me with flaming torches.
Nope, I'm gonna poke you
Nope.
with something else. So Ockar is gonna switch over to his long spear now.
Okay. Yep, roll for initiative,
piercing.
everyone.
Oh, yeah, hang on. What should I roll if Braxon's going to use his flaming sword as trying to set light to him? Does that get 2 attacks?
No, you'll only
Or
get
just-
one, and you're just basically your idea is to just hold the blade to it.
Yeah.
So it'll be a normal attack roll. You just aren't going to be doing damage in
Right.
the normal sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I could do with my dagger, actually. But Oh, hang on.
I was looking at something.
Oh, no, even slower.
Not got my character selected.
Okay. Anyone still need to roll?
Nope.
Okay. The creatures are going first. The ones attacking Sinrae are trying to bite and claw at her again. She manages to dodge. She's like kind of dancing around as they're clawing and biting at her feet. But the second one does manage to hit her for 2 points of damage.
When they bite, do they latch on, or are they just making slashes, so to speak?
They have 2 pincers coming out of their shoulders, and they have a bite, a wolf head bite.
I was thinking, when they bite onto you, so to speak, from a role-playing perspective, they're holding onto you, aren't they? So you could...
No, I mean it's like a slashing, ripping motion. It's designed to like try and rip tendons and stuff like that. And for those watching, you're about to see a lot of d20s roll.
Oh, the multiple attacks on Braxon.
Yeah.
Making Braxon invisible right now would be really useful.
No, it wouldn't. They're already on him.
Right.
They're all literally on
Yeah.
top of him. They can feel him.
Yeah, but it depends if they're intelligent enough to realize.
I doubt their eyesight is the most prominent way they are sensing things.
I think it would mean that Higgimus, Ockar, and Behemoth would not be able to see Braxon when they're trying to hit the
Yeah,
beetles.
probably.
Yeah.
And might be more likely to hit him.
So, Braxon, you are, you've been knocked to the ground on your back. They are biting at every exposed part of your flesh as you are, desperately
Yeah.
trying to beat them off as they are clinging to you, and you suffer 14 points of damage from multiple hits.
Ouch. Oh well, won't be able to take a fireball fairly soon.
Leva, your turn.
I try magic missiles, separate for each one.
That would work, I guess.
Okay. All right. The bad news, level -3.
Oh,
It's a bad day for them.
that's no -3.
Three,
So
that's
that's 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.
Oh well, 3 different ones.
Okay.
A group of 5 or...
All right. 2 of them die,
Nice.
just outright, as the missiles smash into them and they go rolling off of Braxon, and the another one takes the hit but keeps on trying to tear at Braxon's face and arms and flesh and everything like that. Solas, your
Can
turn.
Braxon see which ones got hit by the magic missiles?
You can tell you. It's fine.
I will also split my magic missile so that I'm saving Sinrae, and the last one can kill one of the sleeping ones, since I doubt I can cast the last one on one of the Braxon.
You can cast one on, as long as you can see him. The magic missile
Okay,
automatically hits.
Okay, then I will cast 2 on the Sinrae and 1 on the Braxon.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. And only one of the ones on Sinrae is killed.
2 hit points each.
and you do another. And the one on Braxon that was hit before is also killed. Lafdul, your turn.
He is going to go over there and attempt to skewer one of the sleeping ones.
Okay.
Is it an automatic hit or
yeah. What weapon are you using?
short sword? Piercing.
Okay.
Are you trying?
Which of your?
Oh, the +2 short sword.
Okay.
Because I can
Isn't
only
it
draw
3
one
or-
weapon at a time.
Old. Isn't it 3 of the ones on Braxon that are dead now?
Yes. So there's 4 left on you. You do not need to roll to hit, but you do need to roll damage. Lafdul.
I do a minimum of 3.
Yeah. Roll damage.
I still do 3. Is that enough to kill him?
Yeah,
Oh,
unfortunately, you have no idea what the anatomy of these things are, and you do not appear to have hit a vital spot. Ockar, your turn.
Okay. So let's hope piercing weapon works better.
Works for me.
And next one's for Beowulf.
So you've switched over to the spear.
Yeah.
Okay. You sweep at one of the creatures on Braxon. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay, these are small, so normal
Yeah.
damage. Okay.
What paladins were immune to disease?
Unfortunately, that doesn't affect the player. And with a sweep across, you smash one of them, send it flying in 2 pieces past Higgimus. And another one is dead.
Well, I think Higgimus has got a dagger and a gun.
Sinrae is asking for help as she stabs at one of these remaining things on her.
She's only got one.
Unfortunately, because she's been dancing around so much, and this one last one apparently is really angry and biting at her, her
So-
short sword goes flying.
Oh,
Braxon,
she's got a
your
dagger,
turn.
isn't she?
Okay,
She has a
Braxon's-
magical dagger.
Braxton's going to
Maybe she'll
pick
use
one
it
of the
next
4 that are left.
All right.
I don't see a mark on.
No, that's because
The other one.
that's one whole token. If I mark this whole thing, it's all of them.
Oh, I see.
That's so I
see.
don't have to move
No, no,
20
I
some of
thought it
these
was 5
individually.
Okay, fair enough. Braxton's going to pick one that's not on his face, and he's going to hold his sword on it
Okay.
to try and set it on fire or cook it.
All right. Make an attack roll.
Okay. And Braxton's going to say again, use flaming torches on these. 13, don't know if that's good enough.
You
Normal hit would be Thaco 12.
You do hold the sword against one of them, and because of that, you take a point of damage. Because it's
Of course I
against
do.
you.
Yeah.
It does not ignite.
Is it
Okay.
screwed
Whether
in pain?
I mean, they're all making noise and stuff, so you know. Whether that's doing anything is a good question. You won't know. Higgimus, your turn.
All right. So slashy doesn't work, so this time I'm going to bash it with the mace.
Okay.
Bye bye,
Beavers have been
Braxon.
Beavers have been using maces and clubs, mallets.
But this
Yeah, but they are not as strong as Higgimus.
is, my Thaco is 13.
You smash your mace down on one of them, and the mace hits it and slides off into the dirt off the carapace.
All right.
Anyone getting any extra attacks?
No, because I don't think I would have drawn my other weapon.
Okay.
Not this round because I had to swap my weapon.
All right, and no extra attack because you were not specifically attacking as normal. You were holding your weapon against it, Braxon.
Yeah.
So that is time for initiative.
Has Braxon still got any oil? I don't think so, but let's have a look.
Keep in mind that if you were to pour oil on them, you would also be pouring oil on yourself.
I am fully aware of this.
Okay, as long as you're aware.
It's like
What?
set fire to yourself and you will burn them off of yourself.
What is the modifier for a cold shot?
It's +1 to initiative
Plus one initiative.
-4
on
to
top
attack.
of any normal weapon speed and stuff like that. And I am
That
checking on something for Sinrae.
Oh, I might have to pour the oil of slipperiness over myself. I can't find anything
not-
better.
You're not dead yet.
No, but I need to get these things off, and nobody's putting torches on them. They're all trying to hit him with weapons.
Archer's killed one with a spear.
Also,
You got one?
both,
Oh, that's
both,
good.
Yeah, spears
they
are
were-
working.
also
Leva
both
killed
me-
one or two.
Yeah, and
and
They are
also
killing them.
both me and Leva are both casting magic missiles.
Yes.
So spears work.
Crossbows. Yeah, piercing weapons work. So dagger would work.
Okay.
without the cold shot. You say piercing was working without a cold shot.
Yeah, I was hitting them. Archer's hitting them with piercing.
Okay.
You've got a dagger, haven't you?
Yeah, Braxton's got a dagger as well.
I have a theory that it's not the piercing; it's the enchantment level.
Anyone still need to roll?
Yeah, I'm just trying to work it. Can Braxton pull out his dagger with his other hand and stab without dropping his sword, or?
No,
Jill
you'd be dropping the sword
All right.
and pulling out.
I won't know if my theory's right until one of you attempts to stab it with a normal weapon or something
Yeah,
lower than a +3.
Braxton's
I've got a
Braxton's
+2
gonna.
short sword.
Let me see if I've still got the token.
Can you stab with a sword, or is that only slashing?
It is only stabbing.
Slashing. Not
Short swords are
piercing.
Ah,
Braxton's
later
gonna
editions are
switch to the
slashing.
magic dagger. I haven't got the damage for that yet because I haven't used it enough.
That's fine.
I can use my short sword as a slashing weapon, can't I?
I don't think the speed is 0 on
Oh
that,
yeah, there's
Braxton.
still piercing later on.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
What?
Dagger. It's
What?
+1, so
No.
it's going to be a 1. So just put yourself at 7.
All right. Yeah. Well, let me put it in as well. Hang on.
All right, I'll edit your thing in the
Is
list.
it possible for him to try and
I was just
overpower
trying
the
to put some
beetles?
speed in there.
He can
Stand
try
up.
to do something like that, but he hasn't.
Oh no, I was just wondering. That was all.
All right, Solas, your turn.
Yeah, magic missile. One for the one on Sinrae and rest on the ones on Braxon.
Okay. All right, the one on Sinrae, the missile smashes into it and it crumples up, its legs curling up. And your other two, it is going to be another one is killed on Braxon, and another one is not. As your missiles
So there
hit
are
it.
2 more in Braxon.
At this point, Braxon, you could easily get up.
Yeah.
Like they're not, they don't have enough to keep you overpowered anymore.
Does that stop Braxton attacking though?
No, I'm just saying that
Probably.
Yeah.
you
Braxton
probably could have
only got-
asked last round if you could have gotten up too, but you didn't. So I'm not going to necessarily tell you that you can get up now.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Leva, your turn.
Depends on how many missiles, but I certainly will take the ones around that are left around Braxon, and the one Lafdul probably woke up. and the rest, whichever ones are still around.
Okay. That is going to be level -3 again.
So
Also the
3
same
missiles.
rows. Most of us are all rolling the same time. Oh, nice damage here.
Yeah.
All right. With
That's
that,
almost max.
all of the ones on Braxon are killed, as is the one that Lafdul stabbed but failed to kill. With that, all of them are. All the ones that are remaining are asleep. Sinrae is going to rush over and just repeatedly stab one with her ivory-hilted dagger until it's dead. And
That's what I was doing as well. Can we keep one alive?
you
Yeah, Braxon
can, but they're a foot long. And
We tie it up, and then they can figure out what works against them before we take them back to the beavers.
Break off its legs.
Braxon
will
wants to go
eventually.
over. Braxon wants to go over and kill one.
That doesn't sound like something that good characters would approve.
There's a
Well.
pest problem.
They are best, but it's basically if you are taking one alive and then trying to multiple different ways to kill it, it's basically torture. Even if they are just pests.
Well, this
They're
is to stop
fresh.
them
They
attacking in
They
the
can
beef.
kill people.
Yeah.
But it's still torture.
Is it torture?
I mean, you figured out a lot of what is required to kill them right now. I do think that
Braxon's
experimentation on a living creature of that nature is generally not something that
Solas
person would condone.
objects it.
Braxon's going to flip one of the sleeping ones on its back and try and stab it through the underside, see if it's easier.
With what?
With his dagger. His magical +1 dagger that I don't know what it does yet.
Your dagger is not able to penetrate its carapace.
Oh, underneath. Wow.
Can Lafdul do it with a short sword? We'll try both separately, both different short swords.
Yeah, one of your short swords cannot puncture its carapaces either.
Oh, +2 or better weapons.
And then Ockar can go up and use his spear.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'll just stab the remaining with my spear.
So
And Sinrae
how
was
many of
able
us
to kill one with her dagger.
Oh,
You
that
know, I have a
dagger's more than
feeling-
+1.
I have a
Braxon's
feeling.
going to try.
Braxon.
Braxon's going to try with his battle axe to chop one up.
Okay, that'll be the last
HP
one.
Back.
And Braxon, you are easily able to slice it in two with the battle axe.
Right.
You really need to focus training on that battle axe. It's incredibly strong, it seems.
Braxon, I healed you by 9.
Oh, thank you.
You got temporary potions if you want to use that. That's my contribution towards healing.
You know, I think my sword could affect these if these were reptiles, but sadly they're not.
I think I'm going to be casting another.
Did Lafdul
another
make another temporary healing potion for Braxon? Because
You get another 8, Braxon.
Thank you.
Did anybody heal me by any chance?
No.
How injured are you?
I will cast Cure Light Wounds on
Oh, crap.
Higgimus.
Click the wrong thing.
Oh no! The map moved! Did everybody else feel the ground move under them?
Yeah, it's one of those days.
So if the spell works, you get 6 HP.
Let's see. Yep, you're healed.
And nobody said, did the earth move for you too, darling?
Nobody's injured enough to.
No, that's because they felt the earth move under their feet. They feel the sky tumbling down.
Don't sing that, or YouTube will take away your royalties.
Oh
That'd
no!
be a pretty good singer.
And you have to sing more than a phrase. A phrase
Oh, no,
of a
the
song
sky is falling on us.
is well within fair use. All right, so you've done some experimentation now on the sleeping ones, dispatching them. And what do you want to do at this point?
Do people want to go back or push them?
Running low on
Which one-
spells here. So
Yeah, quite the many of my spells have been also used.
Okay, so we need to probably head back. So it
But,
seems fire is the best way to deal with these things.
Yeah, my
Well,
sword
you-
would burn mine.
Magic missiles work quite well.
Magical damage.
Yes.
Pure
Magical
magic
damage.
works.
Magical damage seems to be the key.
Can we try flaming torches?
You could. I mean, if you have some and you want to light them up.
Didn't your flaming sword basically act as a flaming torch when you tried to burn one?
Well, it's not intended for that.
But isn't it basically the same
didn't kill
effect?
it, but
It does the same thing.
Yeah.
You're just better at using it.
So magical damage seems to be the best way.
well, my axe seems to work okay. So
Yeah,
it's
one
way
of my
back.
swords work.
I mean, you still don't know where they're coming from.
Yeah.
No,
But,
but
we
we
are
have
starting to run.
useful information for the beavers. If we need to go back and recover spells, we let the beavers know that fire kills them, as well as water, and we can
Yeah.
let the beavers know that axes seem to work on.
You know your axe is heavily enchanted
Yeah,
compared to your sword or mace.
Yeah, normal
Yeah,
axe.
It's got a
wouldn't work.
different. You should know this by now.
yeah.
Basically, fire if it is intense enough, like the web one was, or magical damage.
Well,
Made
I
by
only have
magic
one
weapons
more
or
bomb.
spells.
So.
Yeah, Lafdul does want another bomb. It's back soul.
But like Leva said, we are running low on spells, so one
Yes.
more encounter is pretty much maximum that I can do.
Well, let's go back then,
we should
because we
head
might
back.
encounter some on the way back.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make your way back. It is only late afternoon by the time you return.
I take one of the corpses with me because I want to study or at least try to take parts of that carapace with me because I want to study it.
Yeah,
You can
Yeah,
take one of
let's
the
take-
one of the bodies back.
Let's
Yeah.
take back some for the beavers as well.
why don't we take all the
Take
corpses
back
back?
the ones we haven't cooked.
Oh yeah, I have the back. The back shouldn't do anything about them.
Yeah, take a load of corpses because those shells look incredibly resilient. You can make some armor out of that.
I mean, other than the
Probably.
fact that it would get ichor all over the stuff in the bag.
I'll put them in.
Just
I
spit
have
off
a-
the shell.
Does anybody have an empty sack?
I have some.
I've got empty pouches, but I don't know if they'd fit in empty pouches.
They would definitely not fit
Well-
in one of your pouches.
Braxon's,
tell
you, not as a
Braxon's
whole.
already covered in exploding space hamster today.
Give me a second, I'll check my
But
inventory.
I think we have a means to transport at least, even if we don't use my pouch.
Okay.
I have a large empty sack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just shove them into the large sack.
You could probably only get 3 at most in that sack.
Large size?
Yeah.
I,
mean, they're a foot
kind
long,
of imagine like a
beetles.
large burlap sack that you like.
Yeah, but if they're a foot long, they're
Right,
quite
they're a
big.
foot long,
Okay.
and that's not including
Okay.
like the legs and stuff like that. So
Get as
Yeah.
many as you can here, and we'll get them appraised by an armorer other than me.
Well, even you would know that they would have some properties.
Yeah. Oh, right. Let me do an armorer check.
okay.
See if these could be made into anything worthwhile. So,
Probably scale.
He could make it into a hat.
Oh,
ooh.
So close.
Close.
yeah.
You
some
really
sausage
aren't
there as well.
sure, but looking at the corpses, the carapaces are surprisingly thin.
It would make light armor.
If they
We
are
could-
if they are really thin, they must have really good properties.
I
they're
don't really
preserved fast
know,
enough.
but
Yeah.
these carapaces are really thin. Like, you could probably make studded armor with them.
Well, no, you
Stu-
definitely would not be able to make
Even
studded leather.
You
be
could
Scale
probably
armor.
make scale out of them since that's like individual scales of armor, but you need a bunch of these probably.
Looking at them also, you notice that, like, you're familiar enough with normal beetles that you can see that the normal single-piece carapaces of beetles, of normal beetles, are split in different ways on these things with fur sticking out of them. And
Yeah.
each one is different. Like, the fur is coming out of a different place on each of these corpses.
Huh.
But
Yeah, I'll
one
explain that to them.
one reason why Solas wants to take also them back is that there might be some usage in them, using them in casting spells, since they
Alright.
are clearly not natural
Hey.
creatures.
Do you think these regular beetles that have been changed by magic?
Yeah, and our gnomes have been doing all kinds of weird experimentation on them.
I mean,
So,
they're
I'll-
beetles with the heads of wolves and pincers on the shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I mean is, is it magic that could be dispelled to turn them back into normal beetles, or is it that two different creatures have been
Usually
magically
permanent.
merged
I think
to
they
create
are.
a race?
I think they are already created race with some sort of magical crossbreeding.
Right. Well, let's show these to the beavers and let them have our intelligence that they can pass on.
Okay.
Well, one thing, if nothing else, beetles get to know that they can be killed.
I mean, they know they can be killed, at least
Yeah,
by
but
drowning.
in other ways than just drowning.
All right, so you return to the beavers.
How many did we get? Because I would carry one, I guess.
3. Well, the 3 fit in the sack. If you want to put any in others,
No, I would
then-
just hold one. Hold a corpse in my hand, I guess.
Okay, Higgimus is telling me that he has 2 large sacks, so he will be. You can get up to 9 of them.
Oh.
So yeah,
How many
I
is
mean,
there in total?
up to you. However many you want.
Well, I'm getting 9, I guess, in that case.
Yeah.
Or
So
6.
3
that's
per large
9
sack,
that he
in
can
other words.
carry and 3 I can carry.
They're not terribly heavy, so
No,
it's easy enough to
Lafdul will
carry. It's just kind
Lafdul
of bulky.
carry in. He'll carry some in his hands. He'll just carry one in his hands or something. You just hold on to it by its leg or something.
All right. Well, so each large sack can hold 3, so that's at least 9. If anyone is carrying any more, just make a note of it. So you're carrying 1 too,
Yeah.
Lafdul? All right.
Yes, one.
Do you-
It's kind of
Do you want more?
gross.
Do you want
Yeah,
more?
kind of. Well, no, the
Do you
more
want
we have,
more?
the more likely we are to make armor out of them.
Braxon
Or-
will carry one by the leg then.
Or
You
find
go for one that
out
has
if,
to be fireballed.
or find out if there is anything to use as magical ingredient.
And considering how hard they were to hit, you make
Yeah.
pretty good armor. It
Braxon's
doesn't
more
take a genius
thinking.
to figure that out.
Well, Braxon's more thinking at this point. We can let the beavers study them.
Well, that too, I suppose.
Study them.
They're just going to throw them in the water.
Well, we can keep them afterwards, but I mean, they can
Oh.
look at them and if they've got different weapons, they can try their weapons on the dead bodies.
Well, they're going to be brittle after a period of time.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
So we're going to head back.
you get back to the shore and signal to the beavers, and they pull a raft over to you, and
about 11.
take you across to the other shore. Once they see the beetle that Lafdul is carrying, and Braxon, you said you were
Braxon's
carrying
got
one
one.
too.
Yeah.
All right. You would not be able to just carry it by the leg. The leg, if you try that, after
Two legs.
a little while, the leg breaks off, and you have to go back and pick up the corpse.
I don't
Okay.
really care about the legs that much.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, after 3 legs have broken off, Braxon will pick it up and hold it.
Okay.
Most
Seeing
of
that
the ichor was drained out.
the beavers are clearly disgusted by what you're holding, as they pull you across, and one of them says, you get the impression that most of them don't speak common, but one of them says, "You're not planning to eat that, are you? I know you've big folk tend
No.
to eat things other than
No, we tried.
trees. But...
No, we are not planning to eat them. We are planning to study them.
Oh, phew.
Make armor out of them.
'Cause
They,
it's
they
gross.
seem they seem like quite disgusting even to us.
And the smell. Yeah, they're beginning to smell too.
Braxon says, we've discovered that fire kills them as well as the water that you've discovered. And some of our weapons don't seem to work as well. But
Magic damage seems to work quite well.
Well,
hard
we'll
to
inform
translate
Caston to speak with you in the morning. He's out on a patrol.
Okay.
But he will come and speak to you in the morning, and anything that you wish to share, he will make note of.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna set up normal watches as usual?
Yes.
Okay.
Before we are going to sleep, I'm going to be using the rest of my healing spells to heal those that are still wounded.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's see.
This is for Braxon.
I don't think how many healing spells do you have?
1 cure light wounds more.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, Lafdul said something about using a potion, but
Yeah, Lafdul, do you have anything?
Lafdul, I don't know if Lafdul gave Braxon a potion after he used the one yesterday.
Look in the chat. I wrote it. That's what people have got.
Yeah, but then you told Braxon to use his, and he used it.
Oh, you have. You never.
Yeah.
No.
No, that was
That was
yesterday.
This is new.
I've replaced.
You have the replacement.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right.
But is this
Yes.
4 for Braxon there?
Yeah, I use it for Braxon and I use just healing proficiency with Sinrae since she didn't lose that many hit points.
Lafdul, do you have any healing spells?
No, I just had the 1 cure light wounds I used on myself. As
Okay.
long as and my temporary, but most of my healing that I contribute towards the party is through the potions.
Okay.
Well, Braxon's nearly healed, so I don't know whether it's worth him using the potion.
Yeah, don't use the potion since you got 5 HP from me.
Mm.
You should be healed by resting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, anything that you want to do before you go to sleep is perfectly fine. You can
need longer to rest for spells, though.
well, that's the other thing
Yeah.
is that if the spellcasters actually want to go to sleep early, because it's only like
Yeah.
early evening by the time you get back, you can
Yeah.
get you can either get extra sleep or wake up a little bit earlier and get a little bit more time into memorize spells if you want.
We should try and drain the ichor out of these, since we don't have any real good way of preserving them. Do the beavers have salt water, Brian?
They have no salt water.
Yeah. I just try and drain them out of the ichor. That's all I can do.
All right.
You still
Dry
slow it
them.
down at the very least.
Drain them out and dry as best as you can.
Could we
Do you want to
scrape
set
one
up a
out,
second
maybe?
fire and put them close by so that they get that heat and they dry that way, or do you want to do something else?
Can we pry them open and
I mean, many of them have been opened.
and just keep the shells, basically. De-shell them.
You can gut them, keep the carapace.
Yeah, because that'll
Yeah.
slow down the rot even further if you
All right.
get rid of the
Yeah.
guts.
Oh, if you just want the shells, Braxton, do that.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to show one to.
Well, they've already seen them, so to speak.
Well, you could
Well,
keep
they
a couple
clearly
around
didn't
for the
really-
morning and show them
Cass
to
is
Caston.
coming in the morning. What about
Oh, right, yeah.
What about Giant? Is he around?
He's not.
You seem like the local expert.
Okay, so with that, you keep a few of them as intact as you can for at least the next morning, and then scrape out a few. Braxon, you said that you were gonna do some of that yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll do that on your watch. Let's see. I think I have the normal watch schedule written down somewhere.
Does that
I wonder
have
if it-
any information on taxidermy or anything like that? Any of the other books?
Does the what?
Is there any of the books have any information on it preserving?
I don't know what
Stuff.
books you're talking about.
like the Rangers book for like shelling.
Oh,
getting
the rule
hides
books. I
and
thought you were
stuff.
talking about books that you
Yeah.
had. I don't
Yeah.
believe they have anything on giant insects. So, I think you're...
You need PHBR 17, the complete book of beetle monsters.
I mean, the Barbarian's Handbook might have something like that, but I don't recall it having anything like that. All right, so I'm going to need a D20 from Ockar, Higgimus, and Braxon, please.
D20. Did you say D20? I couldn't hear you.
D20, yes.
Yeah. Oh, I got a really good roll or a really bad roll.
I mean, that's kind of always the way it goes, really.
Yeah.
Proficiencies are lower, stat rolls are higher. But no, actually, they do. Oh, I don't know.
All right, Higgimus, during your shift, you're doing a patrol around the camp. You walk to the shore, and you think you notice a very, very faint light up in the mountains, just above the tree line.
A light just above the tree line?
Yeah, a very faint light. You're not even positive that that's what you're seeing, but it's just like something catches your eye, and then the wind shifts, and maybe the trees up in that area.
Which direction?
It was in the mountains, in that wedge-shaped area.
Oh, over that wedge-shaped area.
Yeah. So in the area you were searching, but at the mountains.
At the mountains?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind for when everybody wakes up. I'll let them know what I saw.
Okay. All right. Then you have a relatively uneventful night otherwise. Everyone gains a hit point back.
Yay.
For the rest. Spellcasters, if you wanted to wake up a little bit early, if you went to sleep early, you'll have 2.5 hours to get your spells back before Caston will come and
Perfect.
take you guys over to the other side. So...
Who wants? Sorry.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Strength.
Oh, I'll have it, please.
Okay.
No wild surge, please.
Ooh, wow. Just kidding.
I'm going to be needing more than 2.5 hours.
Well...
So,
Braxon, you're at 18 flat.
18. Thank you.
I'm going to be needing closer to 3 hours.
Then that's up to everyone else. The beavers would get impatient, but if everyone else is fine with you taking that extra time.
Since I'm switching quite a...
Well, Braxon wants to talk to the beavers anyway.
Okay.
Make sure they're aware of everything we know, in case an attack comes this way, and it helps them fend off the attack.
Well, right now they're feeling safe-ish as long as they don't go to the other shore.
Oh yeah. But he wants to make sure they've got all our information.
Okay.
In case the beetles circle around us while we're going to the mountain.
Right, but the thing is that as they've discovered, the beetles don't seem to be able to swim.
Yeah.
And
but,
if the
okay,
beetles
worst case scenario.
Right, no, I'm just letting you know that
know.
I'm like, if the beetles come, the only way for them to cross is to go to the dam, and they will take out the dam immediately.
Yeah.
And so right now, as long as they stay in the water in their lodge, they're essentially safe as far as anyone is aware.
Yeah.
So they're not going to the other shore. So I'm just letting you know that if the beetles circle around you, so to speak, The beavers are
No,
safe.
it's just Solas wanted to spend some time.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that if Solas wanted time, then Braxon would use that time to talk to their warriors about what we've discovered so far, and so that they can pass it on.
Yeah.
Just in case things go wrong with us, and that they have a war in a bigger area.
Okay. So, what things do you feel that you've discovered that you're going to share with them?
Well, we've discovered that spells kill the beetles. We've only seen one sort of beetle so far, which is these ones with wolf heads on. We haven't encountered the other type of beetles yet. We've discovered that a lot of our weapons don't harm them, that they bounce off them. So we've got the same issue they've got. We've discovered that some of our weapons damage them. We're not sure if it's the type of weapon or whether it's the magic in the weapons. But we're thinking that flaming torches might work.
It's the magic in the weapons, because I've got two identical swords and one's powerful than the other one.
Right. Well, they also might be able to get fire pits to work, but we've not tried that yet.
Okay, they take the news under advisement. You can definitely see some discouraged looks on the beavers' faces. You get the impression that most of the stuff that you're talking about as being effective is like, well, we can't do that. Well, we can't do that. Well, we can't do that kind of thing going through their minds.
I have to say, it's quite a pity that the session is ending in the morning and not the night before, because I'm pretty sure that I will get a level.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Oh, well. That's what
it's
happens.
at the end of the sessions. We should have delayed it and done rest in the morning next session. Wake up.
If you just explored a little bit more.
Yeah.
So,
shall we let Solas do all the fights next game?
Probably.
Yeah, it should be just fine.
Level.
Just fine.
If he gets initiative and fireballs, he's fine. But would that be classed as trivializing the fight?
Maybe. All right, so with the extra time, Solas has gotten his spells, and the beavers pull you across. Higgimus, what would you have told the party about what you saw, and is this going to make any? Is this going to affect your plans in any way?
I'll mention to everybody that during my watch, I saw a light. It was it reflected or was it beaming?
It was not a beam. It was more like a very faint glow.
Oh,
Which shift did Higgimus have?
I'm gonna say the second one. I don't remember exactly which one he had, but I believe you're on first and Ockar is on last.
Yeah.
So
so would that give
Ockar
Ockar another chance to look for it?
Yeah, and he did not see it.
Right.
All right. So I'll mention that there's this glow in the mountains that I saw. That perhaps we should check that out. It's kind of like a fake glow. It was definitely in that wedge where all those beetles are coming from.
Definitely. We should maybe tell the beavers that as well.
What are they going to do about it? We're the ones.
Well, you could ask them if they've seen it before.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point.
If we die and they call in other adventurers to sort this out, they can send them in the right direction.
The next party that you guys roll up, yeah. They will tell you that no, they haven't noticed such a thing, but you're not sure if their eyesight is as good as yours. So that could be related. So, do you want to make? Are you planning to get back onto the kind of grid search, or you want to go check this thing out first?
I mentioned to the group that I think we should check that out. I was waiting for some responses from the rest
Yeah,
of
Solas agrees.
I think we should
Well-
cut through the woods and check out the mountains.
Yes,
but
but
if we encounter more of these creatures, we might have to come back here and reinforce ourselves.
Leva has wizard eye this time, so we can send it ahead when we're getting closer.
Do
Not
the
that much.
spellcasters have a better select, or not better? I don't want to say that. Spells prepared for dealing with these creatures. Now that we kind of know what needs to be done to them.
Well, same as last time. Lots of fire.
Okay.
I have a bit more healing spells. I had a few
Okay.
utility spells that I changed to healing spells.
Okay, and then I'll ask the beavers if they have what do I say, sticks that could be used for torches and that sort of thing.
They do, but you probably wouldn't have anything that you could put on the ends to get them to burn. I think some of you have torches.
I don't.
I think
I was
Braxon
given
might
a
have a couple left.
torch.
I know that
believe.
Leva has like 4 of them or something. She used one a little while ago, but I don't think they've all been used up.
I passed them on to somebody, but
All of
certainly
them?
not
Passed
all.
one to me.
Yes,
Oh, all right.
I gave one away, but I had, as far as I remember, Leva still has one.
Okay. So you got
All right.
one at least, but
Okay.
Braxon
I
still
have one.
has. Braxon still has 4 flasks of burning oil.
Burning oil?
Yeah.
like lamp oil.
Because
I don't
burning
know, I've
oil
got
is a
burning
potion.
oil flask.
Okay.
Cost me 2 silver pieces each, if that helps work out what type it.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
That's lamp oil then.
I mean, you can throw lamp oil as burning oil and set it alight, kind of thing. So.
I have flask.
Yeah,
Oh, that might be
lamp
something
oil.
worth doing.
This
yeah.
was ages ago, and you said there was 2 types of oil.
All right, I'll take a look. I mean, if
I've
you
got
didn't write
metal
down
oil and
damage
lamp
and
oil.
stuff like that, then I'll have to look it up.
All right.
So-
I'll ask the beavers if there's a way they can get us to a point that would be a little bit closer to that mountain spot that I was talking about, instead of
They can take the raft up to a waterfall, which is basically at the mountain edge.
okay.
Right.
If that's what you want, that might cut some time off.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
And that would be less time we have to spend going through the forest and getting ambushed repeatedly, too.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you want. You want them to pull you up to the around the waterfall area.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. All right, so I think that's where we'll end the session. Next session, you'll be disembarking onto the shore and checking out that that glow that Higgimus thinks he saw. So let's go ahead and total up the experience points. That is
Oh,
going
it's 4 o'clock. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
just about.
You're having so much fun. Didn't realise we'd run out of game.
Yes,
I know I
it's
am.
Combat. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
we're going to find, instead of the island of Dr. Moreau, it's going to be the mountain of Dr. Moreau.
you can talk amongst yourself while I'm totaling this up if you
Yeah.
guys have ideas for
Yeah,
things
the
that you want to
awkward
go
silence
forward.
is great. Great for the old viewing.
Yes, silence
Yeah.
is
Dead air.
not golden in this case.
Yeah. Dead air's not good in Spelljammer.
I wonder if I'll... No, because I need, like...
No, I was just seeing how much XP I had. There's no way I'm going to level up this time.
No,
No
no,
way.
there is no way.
Maybe he'll give us each about 80,000 points.
In my case, the level up is pretty much guaranteed.
Does Braxon earn any XP for setting fire to his leg?
So, Solas, how much XP do you need to level up?
He's gonna give
Just
you
so that I can
one point less.
deduct enough to make you not level up. I kid. Alright, so Braxon, that is going to be a 460.
Woohoo.
Higgimus, that is 510. Ockar, that is 410. Lafdul, that is 300. Leva, Solas, and Sinrae also 300.
Definitely no level up.
Nope.
68,000.
For creatures that require a +2 weapons to hit.
Right, but they also only have 4 hit points.
And it is split like 7 ways or whatever.
Yeah.
I have no +2 weapons.
Let's see.
So maybe hitting a cult shot I can kill. I'll try that next.
I will tell you that a called shot will not work if the creature is protected against a certain type of magical weapon.
Can
I mean, it's a
Higgimus
universal
wrestle?
protection, unless there's something in the description saying that only part of them is, but that's very creature specific. Very creature specific.
Can Higgimus wrestle the beetles, the wolf
You
beetles?
could probably strangle it.
Yeah, and just like pull the legs off.
Wait, would
What are they going to do? Just leave them there.
I mean, you don't know every weapon that you have. You can keep trying them until one works, or find out that none of them work.
That's a good way of figuring out which weapons are +2 or greater as well.
I
not
still
wrong.
think Higgimus could just rip the legs off them.
This is a perfect opportunity.
I mean, you could try that. So, Solas, you did
Quite
level up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, congrats.
Woohoo.
You want to go ahead
I
and
can
roll
enjoy
for
the
hit
slow
points?
slog.
This is for
you're
your
gonna
cleric,
roll.
right?
Of course I'm going to be rolling.
You don't have to.
How much did you level up by, though?
Oh wow, congrats.
It was 4 points. Over the limit.
So you were saying it's
Straight
almost
through.
guaranteed, and you
what's
just
guaranteed?
barely squeaked by.
Yeah, but I knew that basically it would be pretty much that amount of XP that this session would give. Minimum.
So
I need
is there any-
2,000 between mine.
Is there anything we could do to get 5 XP deducted from Solas?
No, but
Just for the lols.
you could always go pun crazy next session, get lots of 5 XPs deducted from you.
That's true.
But one question, Old.
Mhm.
Is it possible that I still could memorize or pray the one spell I get more?
Nope.
Dang.
3rd level.
Gotta wait until next time. But you do have the increase of turning and stuff like that, and your spells are more potent. So
Also,
yeah, and
you
I
any
should get
proficiency,
more
don't you?
proficiencies.
yeah, but
So I think I remember
those
get mine at 6.
unless you've been working on one, that's something that you'll have to
Yeah, I
spend
mean
time
the
on.
proficiency slots.
All right, so that's coming out to be 4 extra hit points for you. So that's always pretty
Keeping-
nice.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
so
really good
I
for
want
you.
to thank you guys
He's
for
got a high
playing.
con.
Hmm?
He's got a high con if he's getting +1.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, 15.
Oh.
It's plus
Yes,
1 at
that's one more than
15,
me.
plus 2 at 16, plus 3 if you're a warrior at 17, plus 4 if you're a warrior at 17. Otherwise, it's just plus 2.
Do you get another one if you're a dwarf being 19 con?
If you're a warrior, you can get plus 5 at 19.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh,
But you have to be a warrior.
yeah. Still. Per level, +5.
All right, so I want to thank everyone for playing. I want to thank everyone out there for watching. It was good session. And we'll be back next time for more funsies with what we were facing here. See you next time, everyone.
Thanks again.
Bye.